What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, we got Kevin Bridges on the Jonathan Ross Show. A Scotsman visits Australia. Before we dive into this video, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up. I love Kevin Bridges. I'm excited to find out his experience in Australia. Let's do it.
And that's still your hometown. You still live in Glasgow?
Yep.
And well, presumably you live in a bigger house than when you started, but you decided you didn't want to move elsewhere?
Well, all my mates still live in Glasgow, and then what my house in Glasgow would get me a bed sit in London.
Yeah.
So it was also that sort of...
And
my house in Glasgow would get me a bed set in London is insane.
And the whole kind of social mobility issue of it, is that weird for you? We've already discovered that you've embarked on a romance with avocados, but when you move up, you know, did you find that weird?
Aye. I was invited to the residents' annual garden party.
Wow.
Right,
wow.
And I'd never lived in an area where the residents would dream of holding an annual garden party. So it was one morning I left my house, I was walking the dog, and I seen a gazebo, and my initial thought was, fuck, something's happened here. I thought it was like...
You thought it was a police crime scene?
I thought it was a forensics tent or whatever. Just initially. Then you remember you've moved on in life, and it was the residents' garden party. So.
And will you host the garden party when you...
No, I never even went. They were having a vegan barbecue,
right.
Which made me laugh, but then my neighbour...
Yeah, wow, come on. Like, the veganism, it's going crazy. If you're a vegan, I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to offend you, but the vegan, it's just a vegan barbecue, bro. That means everybody there is vegan, I would assume, because you can't make food that's not vegan, or it wouldn't be called a vegan barbecue, would it? It's getting out of hand.
People said it was actually delicious, Kevin. The vegan, I was surprised as well. A vegan barbecue, because you can't beat a bit of toast.
Yeah. Now you met, this is exciting news, you met President Obama, or ex-President Obama, last year.
Unemployed.
Now, how did that
former president.
That's my girlfriend. We put Obama in the middle of that photograph, so if we ever split up, we can crop the picture.
That's perfect. We both got the picture. In case something arises between us that happens to break us up, we can crop it. We can get you up out of there, and we still got a picture with Obama.
We've got a cracking profile picture on Tinder.
Yeah.
So. No, that was good. It was an event. It was a charity event. Obama was there. J.K. Rowling, Annie Lennox, Nicola Sturgeon. It was like the Scottish Illuminati.
Yeah.
Everybody's there. And the audience were all these Sunday Times rich list folk.
And was he in the audience as well? Was he enjoying the show?
I don't know if he enjoyed the show. That might be putting it a bit strongly. Well, he was talking about, like, when he was the president, that he overseen the capture and the killing of bin Laden. And then he was talking about how he was proud the American troops gave bin Laden a respectful send-off at sea. And that kind of made me laugh, because I don't believe that the American troops gave bin Laden a respectful. So I thought it'd be quite funny.
He said, I don't know about that. He said, oh, I'm sure they gave him a send-off. How respectful it was, I can't tell you the answer to that, but I'm sure they gave him a send-off.
Walk on the stage and say, I bet the American Navy SEALs were riding bin Laden's body on the back of that Navy ship like a banana boat, and I bet there was like Guns N' Roses music blaring. Bobby Joe, stick a flag in his asshole! Because in my mind that's what maybe happened, but I walked on stage to the audience, and then they never laughed. They just thought, what a diseased young man. What a troubled mind. So this is...
And did you speak to Obama afterwards about this material?
Before the show, so that was glad I got my picture, and then I could flee the scene. I don't know if he even understood what I was saying. I think he just
well, do you
Americans just sort of look at me sort of sideways.
Yeah, but do you have that problem though? Because when you're down here, when you're in London, I think you sort of soften your accent a little bit. Would that be fair to say? It seems to me like you make it easier for people like me to understand you.
I think when you're on stage, you're obviously enunciating a bit more, so you're trying to deliver the jokes. I think day-to-day life is difficult when I travel.
Yeah.
Like Australia, 40 degrees, and this guy never understood what I was saying when I was asking for water.
Yeah.
So there's only so much you can play with on a word like water.
Yeah.
Try to make that T work. We like to get the T in a headlock, so I'm going water. And then what always happens is an
In Australia, and that's correct because Australia got some strong accents themselves. Australia definitely a land down under people with strong. He said, but they couldn't understand. I was saying water. I wouldn't be able to understand him in his day-to-day life either. His accent is so thick. It is so difficult to understand. You don't. What you want?
English guy translates for us. They just appear. And that's pretty degrading when somebody is interpreting into the same language. That kind of speeds up your heart rate. Like, he's actually asking you for water, and then you need to watch the smug prick swagger away as if he's bilingual. So that's kind of what you go through. I think that's why we die so young in Scotland. Frustration. I think that's
frustration and a lack of hydration. Kevin,
Cool.
it's always a
There you
pleasure
go.
having the show. Thank you so much for coming on. The DVD is out right now. It's the brand new tour. Kevin's going to stay with us the rest of the night. It's Kevin Bridges, ladies and gentlemen.
Kevin Bridges visiting the land down under where nobody understands what he's saying. I feel like it'd be so dope to get to meet Kevin Bridges, though. I thought it was going to be a little bit more about his time in Australia, or he was going to talk about his trip, but just that he went to Australia and nobody could understand him trying to say water. That's all we have. If you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, check out the next one. See y'all next time.